At around 9 last night, 27-year-old fisherman Frank Edwards Jr. was relaxing in the hall of his home, located on the side of the lagoon in San Mateo. His common-law wife and week-old child were in the bedroom located at the rear of the upper flat. That's when a boat coasted silently up the lagoon to this spot, and masked gunmen made their way across the yard and up the steps. One of them shouted at Edwards to open up, telling him that they were the police. Edwards opened the door, and he was gunned down there in his hall, his body riddled with bullets. Police would count as many as 30 obvious holes in his upper body and head, some of them made with pellets from a shotgun shell.
A total of about 30 expended cases were picked up from the scene. Various types of calibers of weapon, 45.45 caliber, 9mm caliber, and also 12 gauge cartridge was recovered from the scene. We later confirmed the male person to be one Frank Sono Edwards. He is a resident of San Pedro, a 27-year-old, date of birth, the 30th at the 9th, 88, a fisherman of this said location. Because of the demographics of San Pedro, most people use boats to get from point A to point B. The area where Mr. Edwards' house is located is near the lagoon side, and we are suspecting that a boat was used and to reach the area, and a boat was used to make their escape.
The men continued firing after Edwards went down, some of the bullets penetrating the floor to the lower flat where his grandmother lived, but none hitting her. Because of his past, Edwards would no doubt have collected any number of enemies, but who would have wanted to kill him with this degree of savagery? Could it be revenge served cold a year later for the murder of toddler Daniel Espat? In February 2015, 2-year-old Daniel Espat was a casualty of an ongoing drug war between families. The target was Rolando Espat Sr., and Edwards was detained as a suspect.
We noticed, after reflecting on certain things, we noticed that today is also the day that Daniel Espat, which was the toddler that was killed, it complete 1 year today, February 24th. So this might be a significant lead in our case that might assist us in recovering these people. So far, we have 2 of the Espat brothers detained. I won't relay their full name because we're still investigating. But so far, that is what we have with the investigation. We have since recorded 2 witness statements and waiting for the general public and people who are in the area to assist us with coming forward and giving us more information.
The life led by Edwards and multiple brushes with lawlessness has made this investigation all the more difficult.
Because of the allegations that have been placed on him before in the past, and I would say allegation because some of these cases has not been proven, but as you would say that the street does not forget anything, and so it would be difficult. We're exploring that angle because of the information that we have received, but we are open to other angles and to other leads. So that's why I'm imploring on the general public to assist in coming forward and giving us the information that we need to solve this latest murder in San Pedro.
Family members told us that in past weeks, Edwards seemed at peace, and they prayed that the past was well and truly behind him. Obviously, it wasn't.
From last year, we haven't had a direct run-in with him. The last time that he was actually detained and we had dealt with him was wrong about the same time of the murder of the toddler Daniel Espat. After that, we had seen a decline in him, even being coming at the station. I found myself having 2 counseling classes with him here, with he and his father. So I would say that he was making a little turn, right? But like I say, it's difficult when the street allege that you have done so many things, or your crime as a drug boss or crime boss. So it's difficult.
Frank Edwards Jr. had only one child, 1 week old, whose only memory of her father, if any, will be the sound of the gunfire which ended his life. Mike Rodon for News 5.